Hello, welcome to Fast and Furious, Never Die Bridge Edition. Today we're talking about how to keep calm during a script halfway shot. I pull out my little notebook to jot down how to make this fight even more exciting. I wasn't done yet, and suddenly I'm under attack. My notebook really needs to be on the lookout. The wives of Never Die Bridge sprang into action, using scissors in a dramatic arts contest while cutting chains, while Wasteland Warrior assisted with the wrench, mastering how to stay on track. Just as they were about to crash into a boulder, Never Die Bridge yelled, "Watch your hearts." Just when they thought they escaped, suddenly the car door turned into a new terror. Unfortunately, this car door was bad at math and just let go of my hand. Max insists he's not panicking. It's not that he didn't see the danger, he just saw cars flowing like a tide. Thus, Wasteland Warrior had to reluctantly agree to continue. After all, everyone wants to act dead in the car. Keep chasing. Slice Wasteland Warrior and Max into 100,000 pieces. Running away while sharing lunch, what a great idea. However, the target is the desert oasis. The post-apocalyptic desert setting is ideal. The redhead monitors the stage to prevent falls. Suddenly, she spotted Wasteland Warrior, while Nux realized he should really stop complaining. Under the consolation from the redhead girl, he seemed to have found himself again. But just as they thought they could relax, the car began to skid, making the dance party even more glamorous. Otherwise, they had to cheer for the show, because there's always time for tire changes. Let's cheer together. At this moment, a sudden explosion startled the enemies. Everyone has bombs playing cat and mouse. Dominative enemies hurriedly made their way to the front position. And then those few battle cars crazily guzzled gas to catch up, only to awkwardly get stuck together. Poor love-struck battle cars. They were forced to show their true feelings by the pursuers. In such a case, the leader shot without hesitation. However, the battle car suddenly acted like on a roller coaster, forcing everyone to brace. Astonishingly discovered, it surprisingly turned out to be Wasteland Warrior Nux. Max aimed to snipe the enemies, but then realized he was out of bullets. He had only 2 pieces of intel left. Seeing time running out, Wasteland Warrior handed over the sniper rifle while a loud voice echoed. After aiming precisely, accompanied by the sound resembling a playground explosion, the enemies finally lost their sight. Max greeted the scene with a playful chain and successfully escaped. However, they didn't get far, and the blood-silver engine heated up. They had to pause. Everyone teamed up. Wasteland Warrior didn't hesitate to aim at the back and ended up finding new weapons. Meanwhile, the new steering wheel was also added to their collection. Seems like they could handle things deftly. Traversing through the death sands, they really had to stay alert. This was quite an inappropriate place. After observing, Wasteland Warrior decided to go ahead and look for the signal tower and reflection. Suddenly, on the other end of the desert, the situation with motorcycles was also activated. Everyone was old friends. Turns out, these were the female friends and relatives, shocking Wasteland Warrior beyond belief. Acting like they were out of their minds, they found themselves ensnared by sand, utterly clueless about how to confront the situation. They had no choice but to persist in their search for a new home. But soon, their plans were disrupted. Maybe they'd like to charge back and be heroes. Although everyone felt confused, Max's idea was truly surprising. He advocated sneaking into the enemy's fortress to find water sources and green vegetation. This was a perfect opportunity. Soon, Wasteland Warrior agreed, and everyone drove back. At such moments, teamwork is essential. Subtitle: Clearly, the Never Die Bridge was also aware of the opponent's intentions, and the cunning old servant promptly arranged the pursuit team. Pursuing battle cars surged from all sides, almost like a super rally race drafted up. As a result, the enemies immediately felt uneasy. It was like a bargain hunt in a supermarket. Nux employed unconventional methods, spraying gasoline into the engine with his mouth, resulting in a speed boost. But unexpectedly, the enemies did the same, trying to pass as well. Battle turned out to be like mowing a lawn, with off-road motorcycles weaving in and out, breaking the balance. Unfortunately, Battle Car No, one's engine malfunctioned, causing it to lose speed dangerously. Meanwhile, the blimp couldn't completely stop the opponent either. They were in a stalemate as if playing around. With nowhere to backtrack, the woman opted to shoot back, which was a self-redemption move. However, the opponents had bulletproof glass, so this was futile a little game in the midst of battle. They completely failed to notice that a major hazard was waiting for them behind.